Hello, I'm Bluma.
And I'm Redmond,
and today we're talking about Catwalk Kitties. Catwalk Kitties was a doll line made by Leonard, a toy company known for making Nerf gun-like toy guns, amongst other things like these.
Catwalk Kitties originally released in 2005 and only ran for 1 year until they were discontinued due to lack of interest from the public, aka low sales.
Although Catwalk Kitties was one of the first anthropomorphic doll lines to be released, predating Pinkie Cooper, which released in 2013, and most famously Monster High, which released in 2010.
Because of this, Catwalk Kitty dolls are often referred to as the mothers of Monster High. So with all that being said, let's jump into the history of Catwalk Kitties. Catwalk Kitties are 11-inch tall dolls with rooted hair who have very skinny arms and legs, which may have been meant to mimic the length and skinniness of real cat legs.
Their hands and feet also resemble cat paws, but look comically small in my opinion.
Most anthropomorphic character designs will give their characters more human-like hands or make the paws way bigger.
Think Mickey Mouse or most fursuits, like their hands are big and cute.
So seeing the paws on the dolls look this small makes the dolls' hands look just a little bit creepy. I feel like they should have made them like a bit bigger, or even just like fluffier, like a pair of mittens, and maybe they would have been more appealing to me. That's just a nitpick, but anyway.
Like, to me they kind of look like little like insect pincers because they're also like shaped like this. Like cat paws don't do that.
But do insects have claws?
No, I guess not. Anyways, one of my favorite parts about Catwalk Kitties is their fluffy wire tails, which I'm guessing you can move around and pose, although I can't find video evidence of anyone doing this. I mean, why else would they make their tails wire if you couldn't move them around? Most notably, Catwalk Kitties have a less human and more cat-like face, making them super unique, even when comparing them to today's dolls, which normally lean towards looking more human than animal.
The dolls have articulation in their neck, shoulders, and legs.
So they can't bend their knees, unlike this 1966 Francie can.
We're selling on Macari.
Yes.
We're being shameless.
They also came with molded-on underwear, including a molded-on bra, which I've never seen any other doll line do.
So that's interesting. Their actual fashion is very 2000s, complete with plenty of denim, fur, clashing patterns in brown, turquoise, and pink colors. It's giving very much 2000s Paris bedroom vibes.
Although the dolls and their clothes are said to be very good quality, so we're guessing that's where their budget went and why their articulation was so limited. Within the Catwalk Kitties universe, there are 10 main characters who all work in Paris, France, either as models or in behind-the-scenes positions.
The 6 model characters are named Pearl, Toffee, Sienna, Minx, Annika, and Sushi.
And the 4 BTS characters,
just kidding, we
mean behind-the-scenes characters, are named Jet, Chase, Topaz, and Callie.
Let's talk about each character's individual personalities because there's a lot of them.
Yeah, this is actually the first failed fashion doll line we've covered where the company seems to actually give a shit about the character's personalities.
So strap in, there's a lot of information to go through.
First, let's discuss the models.
Pearl, like all Catwalk Kitty models, works at Catwalk Kitties modeling agency in Paris, France. She's a white van cat, which is a cat that has heterochromia, so she has 1 green eye and 1 blue eye. Pearl likes pink and her height is said to be 5'9". Not literally, imagine if they were life-size. Anyway, here's her official character description. Pearl is the poster girl for high style and high society, a debutante from London. Pearl's the definition of a purebred sophisticat. They sure use a lot of words to tell us that she's preppy.
Yeah, and it's weird that they stress that she's purebred so many times. Like, I know, like, in real life, purebred cats are supposed to be, like, the best in show, but she's, like, more human than cat. So, like, it's just weird. It's kind of giving white supremacy vibes. Like,
just because she looks human. Like, why are you emphasizing her purebred race when she's a human?
Like, kind of weird. Next is Toffee, who is a 5'6", that's my height, orange tabby cat with violet eyes. She was born in Switzerland, and her style is girly, pink, and playful. Her tag states, Toffee is the girl everyone adores. This Swiss Miss pageant princess is as charming and thoughtful as she is breathtakingly beautiful. And I sat here for 5 minutes trying to think of a funny anecdote to say, but Toffee's just kind of boring. I'm sorry, girl.
Just a little bit.
Sienna is a 5'11" Abyssinian cat with green eyes. Well, I lied. The fandom wiki says her breed was never confirmed, but honestly, I don't know what else she could be besides an Abyssinian cat, so we're gonna go with that. Her character description says, Sienna is the original wild child. In the blink of an eye, she'll transform from a bouncy beach babe to Hollywood red carpet strolling royalty. Based on this info, we can assume she's probably a California girl, aka California cat.
Annika is a 5'8". That's my height, yippee! Russian blue cat from, very fittingly, Russia. She has green eyes and gray hair with purple streaks. Her style is described as royal and elegant, and her tag states, Annika is one of the hottest it girls in Europe. She's Russian royalty. This sweet, pampered princess loved indulging in the finer things. I wonder if they literally mean she's Russian royalty, like is she queen, should I bow down, right? Or she just likes being pampered, like, I don't really know, I'm unclear on that. Next is Minx, who is a 5'10" red point Siamese cat with blue eyes and blonde hair. Her personality tag reads, Minx has all the right moves. From a photo shoot to a night out on the town, this Latin hottie adds flair and spice to any scene. Describing her as a Latin hottie is kind of weird to me. Yeah. At least from this, we can guess that she's maybe from somewhere in Latin America, but we don't really know. All we know is she's a Latin hottie, apparently. Shane Dawson writing this. Yeah. Sushi is a 5'9" black tabby cat born in Tokyo, and okay, her name is starting to sound a little bit racist to me, like knowing that she was born in Tokyo, Japan. Like, we'll talk about a character named Jet, who's from London in a second, and her name isn't Beef Wellington or Fish and Chips. Like, it's a little weird. It is a little weird. Like, I get it, she's a cat and her name's Sushi, like, that's funny, but also, why is it funny? You know, like, why couldn't you have named Jet Beef Wellington? Yeah, like, I don't know. Okay. Maybe we're making nothing out of something, or something out of nothing, but let us know. Anyways.
Sushi has violet eyes and dark gray hair with dark purple streaks. Her style is described as funky and urban, and her tag states, Sushi ruled the early Tokyo fashion scene with her cool, funky, urban style. She's a real trendsetter and a stunning icon of style.
How old is Sushi? Because they said she ruled the early Tokyo fashion scene. I'm pretty sure the Tokyo fashion scene has been around for a hot minute, so how old is Sushi?
That's controversial.
Anyways, let's dive into the personalities of the behind-the-scenes characters who also work for the Catwalk Kitties modeling agency. First, we have Jet, who is a fashion photographer. She's a Bombay cat with yellow eyes, and personally, she's my favorite. Her yellow outfit just looks so good on her. Anyways, her personality tag describes her as art meets fashion in Jet's cool London studio. She is the hot fashion photographer with her unique style. She lives life on the edge of seizing each day and capturing every moment. Why do they keep describing them as hot?
Like, literally, did Shane Dawson write this?
They keep calling these anthropomorphic cats hot. It's kind of weird. But based off her character description, we can assume she's from London because it says her London studio is in London, right? So she might be from London. I don't know why they give some of the cats like places of origin and other cats none. It's weird. It's kind of weird. Inconsistent. But let's continue. Yes.
Chase is a modeling agent who has light purple eyes and pink fur. Her height is unknown along with her breed because unfortunately pink cats don't exist in real life. Her style is described as classy yet daring, and her tag states Chase is the brains behind the agency. Modeling agent Chase knows all the insider secrets. She's famous for traveling the world, finding pretty faces, and turning them into international supermodels. Sadly, Catwalk Kitties don't have webisodes from our knowledge, but I can imagine the webisode starting with Chase, like, hunting down all of the cats and making them into models, and the webisodes would be you following their journey into becoming top models, and I'd 100% watch that.
I would totally watch that. Like,
I'm already invested in this made-up idea.
Like, we came up with it, and I want to watch it. Second to last, we have Topaz. She's a makeup artist and a gray tabby cat with blue eyes. Her personality is described as a sparkling, wild New Yorker. Makeup artist Topaz takes the world by storm, one face at a time. Talking a mile a minute and working her magic, making each model flawlessly camera ready. Whoever wrote this seems to have it out for New Yorkers because they described Minx as a Latin hottie, and then they were like, oh yeah, Topaz, she's a New Yorker and she'll never shut the fuck up.
And as two people from the East Coast, yeah, that's kind of true. Like, East Coast people talk fast and they talk a lot.
Yeah.
The last Catwalk Kitty is named Callie. Callie is a calico cat who works as a model. Her origin is currently unknown, but she has green eyes with gray and orange hair. Her style can be described as timeless and in high demand, whatever that means. Personally, I describe it as painfully 2000s and not timeless at all. Her tag states, the purest of purebreds, CoverGirl Callie comes from a long line of supermodels. She's every designer's dream and one of the hottest models since winning Featured Model of the Year, so she's a Nepo baby.
Now that's all the Catwalk Kitties personalities. Now let's get on to talking about their very few releases.
The first line to be released was the main line that included all 10 girls with special packs for the BTS dolls. I mean, the behind-the-scenes dolls. The model dolls originally came in a wavy box with suitcases and other accessories like flip phones, bags, and pet cats. Yeah, pet cats. I'm not gonna ask.
Is that her baby? Or is it a less evolved form of a catwalk kitty, like a pet monkey would be to a person?
The second wave of dolls doesn't have an official line name that I could find, but the main girls now come in regular, less wavy boxes and more summer-themed outfits, although they still come with a few accessories and their pet cats again. The special packs for the behind-the-scenes dolls were bigger and often featured fun gimmicks for kids. Jet came with over 28 accessories featuring a lot of photography equipment, like a photo backdrop, lights, and a chair, as well as a camera that would actually flash a light when you'd click the shutter, as well as something that seems like it would make sound. I don't really know what sound it would make. I'm honestly assuming it makes sound because it looks like a speaker. Oh, and also, she comes with a pet cat because why not? As you know, Chase is a modeling agent, so she comes with a computer that lights up, a calendar, and a potted plant for her office, amongst 20 other accessories, including a pet cat, of course. Topaz, being a makeup artist, comes with a vanity that makes sounds. I really wonder what sounds it makes. She also comes with a ton of makeup, a flip phone, magazines, and who could forget a pet cat again. Lastly, Callie came with the Paris runway playset that had over 25 pieces. The playset comes with Callie, and yeah, you guessed it, her pet clone, cat of course. The runway itself lights up and plays music.
But it still works. How cool is that?
The playset is actually so tall because on the top of the runway there is a huge cutout of the Eiffel Tower. Anyways, the set comes with a kitty-shaped hairbrush, hanger, 2 bags, a second outfit, a water bottle, chocolate, and a bouquet of flowers. On the runway, you could put Callie on her stand and spin her around with a mechanism found on the side of the runway. Although, since the stand hooks around her legs, it didn't seem like the most stable feature. The runway had a backstage which included a changing room, aka a folding screen, a table with 1 plate of croissants, cause Paris, duh, 1 plate of vegetables, and a hibiscus flower. And the set also came with 3 mini magazines featuring Callie, Annika, and Pearl on the front covers. I can't get over how big this playset is though, it looks gigantic.
It looks huge. Like, I can imagine that's the size of someone's kid.
Like, that is the size of the real Eiffel Tower. Like, if I was a kid, I'd be like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like, dang.
That must have felt really good to get that playset as a kid. Like, I would have felt bougie if I had that. Most Catwalk Kitty dolls had a mini version of themselves that were around 5 to 6 inches tall that are a little bit harder to find than the main dolls. Catwalk Kitties Petite could come in packs by themselves or with accessories. The line was called Catwalk Kitties Petite, although they had a line called Catwalk Kitties Petite Scooters, meaning some of them also came with scooters. I also said most of the mainline dolls have mini versions of themselves available, but I couldn't find any mini versions for Jet, Topaz, Minx, Sienna, or Sushi.
But that's all of their official lines. We don't think they had any fashion packs like most fashion doll lines do because we couldn't find any evidence of them existing online if they did have them.
Fun fact, you can find their heads on AliExpress or eBay. It is very common for them to be rebodied because their bodies don't provide them with much motion, although I don't really know how so many of their heads end up on AliExpress.
Like, do they just make the heads? Like, still? Like, I'm assuming, like, somebody still produces the heads and not the bodies.
I don't know, because how are all these heads showing up?
I
Are
don't
people
know.
just buying the dolls and deheading them?
But, like, that's so expensive. For what?
I know, I don't know.
On the resale market, these dolls are very expensive. They sell in box between $40 to $300. Even out of box, they can go for $100. This includes the mini versions too, as the mini versions are even harder to find.
For some reason, certain Catwalk Kitty dolls seem to be a bit more rare than others. I've seen a few people online say that Minx is rare, and that seems to hold true based on our research because I've only found 2 sold listings of her, and there's no active listings of her currently online.
Yeah, and I think Chase is rare too because from our research, I haven't seen her literally anywhere, including like in solds. Like, no one's sold her or bought her.
Nowhere. And also, Callie seems to be a bit rare as she came with that big playset, and not a lot of people are selling the playset or her.
But Sienna and Toffee seem to be the most common from our own research, and the rest pop up from time to time.
Catwalk Kitties also seemed to have a website at one point named catwalkkitties.com. We gathered this because if you look really closely on the back of some of their boxes, you can see the URL for the website. Although when I look up the website on Google, it's obviously taken down, nothing shows up, and I can't even find any images of the website on the Wayback Machine or Google.
So it's lost media as of right now, but we can only imagine what was on that website. I'm guessing a ton of dress-up games and maybe even webisodes. We have no idea.
I really hope there's webisodes. Their art style is so cute. I could see them being webisodes.
Like, it is cute, and I feel like they took the time to give them personality, so there has to be webisodes out there. Or like a
come
book, or like some notes, or a journal. Like, I don't know.
Right, like Live Dolls had journals on their website.
Yeah,
they had personalities. I wish they had webisodes, honestly.
Like, they had the structure of a good story.
They did.
Like, they had the potential.
They should have had webisodes. I'm disappointed. I'm mad.
I want to see them.
I didn't even know them. I didn't even know about them until 2 weeks ago, and I'm mad.
Overall, these cats were so underrated, and honestly, they were ahead of their time. I can see so many similarities between Catwalk Kitties and Monster High.
Especially because Catwalk Kitties definitely gave Monster High a run for their money with all of their cat puns.
Right.
I thought Monster High were the queen of puns. While researching for this video, I was like, the cat puns are just never ending. They're never stopping.
They were almost on Monster High's level.
With
honestly,
puns.
and honestly, if they came out 5 years later, I feel like they'd still be around today and maybe even have like a cult following like Monster High does.
Because they're really cute. And I know we're making fun of their outfits a lot throughout this video, but I feel like some of them stand the test of time still.
Yeah.
Like this one, I can imagine someone on TikTok wearing this outfit right now.
But oh my god, throughout making this video, I've kind of low-key fell in love with the dolls, and I wish I could afford them, but they're just so gorgeous, and I would love to touch one of their tails or move it around. Like oh my god.
There's no videos of anyone moving their tails around, and that bothers me so much. I know they have wire in them, so I'm guessing you can pose them.
Like, that's the first thing I'd do if I got one of the dolls. Like, I'd take it out of the box and start immediately touching his tail. Like, why hasn't anyone done that? Like,
seriously, it's making me upset. Okay, we could rant forever about these cats, so we're gonna end the video here, and if you like us, make sure you subscribe to our Patreon. We post behind the scenes videos and exclusive videos on there. We have a $3 tier, it's only $3. Anyways, if you like us even more than that, you can check out our 2 TikToks, our Instagram, our Redbubble, our Depop, and our Mercari, where we sell cute stuff all the time, like...
First, we're selling this 1966 Francie and this 1970s Malibu Barbie.
Yeah, and
like, that's so cool.
We're selling this Bratz Yasmin's Kids doll. I forget her name.
She has her guitar, her earrings, and her shoes. She is so sick. Like I'm loving just displaying her in our room because she's so pretty.
She's so pretty. And
lastly, we're also selling this kind of new in box Zuzu pet, and oh my god, isn't this a blast from the past? We made a video about Zuzu pets, and now I just keep finding them. Like, they're so cute.
Check that out, our video about Zuzu pets.
Yes.
Okay, but anyways, enough self-promotion. Let's end the video. Just remember, to dream is to expand your imagination and to create your reality. Anything's possible, and things don't have to make sense.
See you in our next video. Bye.